Ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, my name is Reavyne and welcome back to my channel. And welcome back to another Raven's Ramble. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the fact that For Honor is going to be at E3, and that means it's speculation time. On the 10th of June, this thing is kicking off, and there are a ton of things that could be shown at E3. The last time, we got the fucking Reavyne. And I know everyone hates the Reavyne, but at the time, it was freaking great. They dropped the trailer, it was awesome. It was a great time for Honor in terms of like just the hype, the feeling, everyone was excited. Yeah, afterwards, Reavyne suck, but overall, it was still really good. So today's video, we're going to be going over some of the things that I think will be shown at E3 and some of the things that make sense. So strap yourselves in because there's some kind of crazy shit on here. Now let's kick it off with the most realistic thing that we could possibly get, okay? Let's not go full-blown insane off the bat. Up first will be the fact that we might get to see the teaser trailer for the new Viking Warhammer hero coming in Season 11. They might even go like completely ham and give us the one for that and the one for the Chinese hero coming in Season 12 to cap off this year. Now that would honestly make a lot of sense because one thing that they can do is, we're in the middle of the season, Sakura just freaking launched, now we got E3. We know that there's 2 more heroes coming, so it'd be kind of cool for them to just, show us the teaser trailer for maybe the next hero. Keep the hype up, But that's not really going to be enough for E3. That sort of thing could be shown later on. Like, they could do that in a Warrior's Den leading up to it later. To me, it's really cool, and yes, I'd be really hyped because I'm really hyped up for the brand new Viking hero. I can't wait to fucking crush stuff with a hammer, let's be honest. But it's not as good as, say, like the last E3 one with the, Reavyne being launched. That was an entire faction being launched. So it's sort of up in the air there, but it's a realistic possibility because of, depending on their budget, what they're doing, so on and so forth. And also depends on the future of For Honor. There could be just this year left and then they, just do stuff from there very slowly, or they could just keep going full balls to the wall. We don't know. But that's the first realistic thing that we could probably expect is a teaser trailer for the Viking hero and maybe the Chinese one as well. But the next big thing that we could probably expect and might be a thing is some year 4 content. Now, developers have said that they plan on supporting For Honor for many years to come. Now, that means many years. That means the year 4 is what they're saying. And from all the promotional stuff that they've been putting out for E3, they've all been saying this is going to be a massive E3, expect some surprising massive shit here. And they're also saying that, For Honor's going to be there, Rainbow Six is going to be there, all these other games are going to be there, but the fact For Honor's there, and the fact that they're saying to expect some crazy shit, means that my brain's going to speculation mode and we're going quite ham here. So year 4 content is not off the table because of what they've been saying. And year 4 content would be freaking hype as all fuck and would certainly be worthy of E3. So let's get into this, shall we? The second thing that I think we might see is a brand new faction. They've already done it with the Reavyne. What's to say they're not going to do it again? It was massively hyped as fuck and everyone's been asking for a whole plethora of factions since this happened and even before that. So yeah. Now there's a couple ways they could go with this. One is something I've been saying for a very long time here is that they take Centurion, they take Gladiator out of the Knight faction, and then they take them and they take some brand new heroes like the Spartan and so on and so forth that they're going to be introducing. They boom, smash them together. Here we go. Here is the Greek-Italian faction, the Mediterranean faction, whatever you want to call it. And then they add some new heroes to replace those ones that the Knights lost. Now that would be fucking cool. Not only would it make more sense from, the Centurion and Gladiator standpoint, right now they're sort of just like, out there. They don't really fit as well, but it also gives a chance for the Knights to get some more actual Knight heroes. And that way, everyone would be fucking happy. The Knights would be happy because they're getting some more Knight heroes. You can put a Rapier guy in, you could put a whole bunch of shit there. And then, of course, the Greek-Italian faction, that would be massive. Everyone would fucking love that. Spartans, for Christ's sake, please put a hoplite in, something. Ubisoft, you're fucking killing me here. You can't release Assassin's Creed Odyssey and then fucking not give me a Spartan in For Honor. Please, it's made for the game. But that would be cool. But there's also a ton of other factions you could do. I've made videos on this in the past. You can make the Aztecs, we can get some Persians up in there, some Ottomans, we can get some Russians, there's tons of shit you can do. Mongolians, Huns, a bunch of Australian guys riding kangaroos, please, no. But there are tons of options and they already know that releasing a brand new faction pulls in a lot of fucking hype. And now that Ubisoft with the latest characters they brought out, Sakura with Vortigo, we know that they're starting to get better at balancing the brand new heroes when they release them, so it's not going to be like the fucking Reavyne all over again, which is just, insane light spam, all this sort of crap. It'd be a really good choice in order to hype people up and also let us know that, hey, in year 4, we still got more shit coming, you're not being abandoned, here you go, here's a teaser. So that's number 2, a new fucking faction in year 4. And then we get to number 3, 3, and this one is a pretty goddamn big one, something I've been talking about for quite a while now, at least over a year and a half. And that is that they might announce For Honor 2, or at least say that they're planning on doing it if they don't plan on going ahead with Year 4, or if they do go ahead with Year 4, that they might be doing it in the future. Now, this would be utterly fucking massive. Like, this would be really, really big. And Ubisoft has done this before in the past, okay? So Rainbow Six sort of died out, and then they brought it back with this big revival thing, essentially Rainbow Six 2. And then they did the same thing with Division. It came out, had its issues, was a good game, but, you know, had its issues. And then they did Division 2. And although they've recovered with For Honor, they've done good, they still have like a lot of work to do. It would be a absolutely smart fucking move to bring out a For Honor 2. And the reason for this is now that we have dedicated servers, that is a thing. Now you look at the brand new heroes that are coming out, and they're actually getting really good at balancing them in terms of not like bringing out a hero that's incredibly fucking overpowered, like, you know, Season 2 Centurion, Shaman, you know, stuff like that. They're getting better at this thing. And although the game looks really, really good in terms of graphics and stuff, bringing out For Honor 2 will give them the chance to update the whole graphics engine, make that thing better, make everything smoother, make everything look cooler, while implementing dedicated servers from the start so we don't have to, you know, deal with that clusterfuck that happened when For Honor first launched. And that would also give them a chance to keep the same heroes we have now, put in some brand new heroes, and reinvent the way the game works, which means that they could fix some of the core issues that For Honor has in terms of light spam, in terms of defensive meta, in terms of all these sort of annoying things, overly bashy characters, stuff like that we've been dealing with for a while. It would give them a chance to fix the game from the ground up in a way where they could actually do it. Right now, they can't fix half this shit just completely outright because it would just fuck the entire game. But if they have a For Honor 2, they can take everything they've learned over these last few years. They can take advantage of all the new technology that they have, all of the knowledge they have with this game, all of the knowledge of the player base, everything that they know. They can take it all. They can wrap it up in this awesome, pretty package that is better than the current game we have, and then release it as For Honor 2. Think of it, For Honor launching from scratch with none of the server bullshit, none of the light spam bullshit, way more fucking heroes that we can play around with from different factions than the ones we have. You keep the heroes that you still love and know. They could put in a legacy pack, so people who had For Honor 1, they get, you know, legacy skins, legacy armor, legacy stuff, where you can run around and show for your favorite characters and stuff, hey, look, I was there in the previous game, that's fucking great. They can clean up the combat so it makes more sense, it's more fun, it's more like, you know, fast paced, no defensive meta, no light spam, no freaking bull bash bullshit. They could do it in a way where they avoid the pitfalls that they know exist and that they're trying to deal with right now. They're trying to cover up and like fix and plug and just get rid of it to make the game fun. When you start with a clean slate, you can do that from the start. They could add more game modes. They could just update the lore. They could put in new single player campaign. There is so much they could do with a For Honor 2. And not to mention, it will get every motherfucker who left the game coming back to try it out. And it will also get all of the brand new players out there coming back in. And hopefully, with this massive influx of old players, new players, us existing players going forward, if they manage to launch it flawlessly, mother of God, For Honor could go just soar to fucking brand new heights. And as someone who fucking loves this game, obviously I'm still covering it, been playing it since beta, I would love to see that. Because as hard as it is for the devs to actually get stuff done with this game in terms of balance and all that, they're still fucking trying. They didn't just abandon the game, which they could have. They're trying, they're learning, they're getting better, we're seeing it happen, and it'd be great for them to just have a clean slate where they can just take everything they've implemented and hopefully not fuck it up a second time. But that's number 3, For Honor 2. The next thing is quite crazy. And some of you might be like, the fuck you smoking, Reavyne? But I would like to see a brand new game set in the For Honor universe. Now, they said there's more coming to For Honor. Now, that could mean the existing game that we currently have now. That could mean For Honor 2. Or that could mean that they're going to be releasing a brand new game in the For Honor universe, where that is an RPG, where that is like a Absolver MMO light type thing. So for those of you who don't know, Absolver is like a fighting game like For Honor, except you can run around in the world. There's PvP, there's PvE, and there's leveling up, there's gear, there's stuff like that. Now, there's already gear and leveling up and stuff in For Honor, so all they'd have to do is just put it in a game where you can run around, add NPCs, which they already have, the bots and all that, there is a campaign, and they could make an RPG of For Honor, or they could make a Absolver-like fighting game that's more open world, like For Honor. Ubisoft loves doing fucking open world games. And I'm not gonna lie, since For Honor first came out, I've always said to myself, it's so fucking cool, it's such a really awesome game, but I really, really want a World of Warcraft style version of this game, like an RPG where I can run around, do quests, kill people, kill mobs, Like, you know, everything that MMO has essentially, right? Or an open world game. That would be so fucking cool. Especially because For Honor itself is just so freaking cool. And yes, it's kind of outlandish, but when they say shit like, you know, there's going to be stuff that you could totally not expect here at E3 for these games. That's something I wouldn't expect. It's something I'd like, but it's something I'd be like, yeah, are they gonna do it? Probably fucking not. But if it happened, would it be freaking amazing? Yeah, it really would. At least it's something that I would really, really dig. And there's a lot they could do with a brand new For Honor title. Let's be honest. And it would also mean that they wouldn't have to get rid of the current one. They could work on them, you know, side by side, depending on what the second title is. But as long as it's set in the For Honor universe, that means they could do stuff back and forward between the two games because it's all one big universe. One For Honor could be like the, you know, fighting simulator type one, like the Mortal Kombat type style thing, whereas the other one could be like the more developing one, the open world RPG, you know, questing, that sort of content style. That way you cater to everybody, for all the RPG people, for all the, like, you know, fantasy role-playing guys. They got that shit over there. For all the people who are just hardcore into fighting games and that sort of stuff, like, you know, MKX and all that sort of shit, they got that over there. And it's all just under one big umbrella, one big world that is For Honor, and that'd be sick. But like I said at the start of the video, what we can reasonably expect is maybe some teaser trailers for the Viking hero, maybe some teaser trailers for the, you know, Chinese hero that's coming out. Plausible, highly plausible. We could also probably expect maybe an announcement of year 4 in terms of brand new heroes, them saying they're going to launch X amount of heroes, reworks, whatever. Maybe a brand new faction teaser for year 4 content. That stuff is realistic. That's what we could probably expect. But stuff that probably won't happen, but would be really, really, really cool if it does happen. For Honor 2 and another game set in the For Honor universe, whether that's an RPG, whether that's like an open world fighting game, something along those lines. That sort of thing would be so goddamn hype. But only time will tell, and it's going to be kicking off on the 10th of June, so we don't have to wait long to see what happens with this thing. But either way, I hope it's something big like this. If it's something just small and they don't really have much to show after hyping it up a bunch, God, that's going to really suck and that's going to sting. But I have hope, I'm really hyped, and we'll see what happens. But that is the end of the video, guys, so thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and let me know your thoughts. I love reading and replying to all your comments down below. And feel free to check out my Discord and Twitter. There is a link down below in the description box for both of those as well. The Discord is a great way for me to talk to you guys outside the YouTube comments section. And of course, the Twitter is a great way for you guys to get a notification whenever a video is being uploaded, because YouTube is a bit weird sometimes. And if you like this video and you like what I'm doing here on the channel and you want to support the channel further, feel free to check out my Patreon. There'll be a link down below in the description box, and a link will pop up at the end of the video. And if you choose to donate, it is greatly appreciated. And a big shout out to my current patrons whose names you've been seeing in the background. Just wanted to say thank you for your support. It really does mean a lot. And please share this video around, it does help me out a fuck ton. And if you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button. I shall see you all in the next video. Have a good one, guys.